My family kicked me out when I was 17. No goodbye. No hug. Just a trash bag and $12. It was raining that night. I stood outside, watching the lights go out inside our house, and realized I didn't have a home anymore. I walked for hours with my backpack slipping off my shoulder, until I found an old gas station. I sat behind it, shaking, trying to stay warm under a flickering sign. That night, I cried until I couldn't anymore. But when the sun came up, I decided no one would ever have that kind of power over me again. The next morning, I walked into a diner and begged for a job. The manager looked at me soaked, tired, hopeless, and said, "You can start washing dishes." That was the first time someone said yes to me. The pay was barely enough to eat. I slept in the break room sometimes, pretending I was just on a long shift. But I learned fast. How to serve, how to save, how to survive. Months turned into years. I rented a small room, started taking online classes late at night after work. My hands hurt, my back ached, but I kept going. Then one day, a customer left their business card on the table. It said marketing consultant. I asked questions, took notes, and soon started learning everything I could about running a business. I saved every extra dollar, took small freelance jobs after shifts. Some nights I worked until sunrise. I built something out of nothing. A small online store selling handmade items from the diner's leftovers. And somehow it took off. Orders came in faster than I could pack them. I hired help, then rented a tiny office, then a bigger one. It wasn't luck. It was all those nights I didn't quit when quitting was the easier choice. Then came the moment I'll never forget. Signing the papers for my first home. A $750,000 house with glass windows, soft lights, and silence that didn't hurt anymore. For the first time in years, I could finally breathe. Then my phone rang. It was my brother. His voice cracked when he said, "Things are bad. We lost the house. Can we stay with you, just for a while?" I didn't answer right away. I looked around, at the walls I paid for, the life I built from those $12. And I said softly, "I'm sorry. That door closed a long time ago." He went silent. And for once, I didn't feel guilty. That night, I sat on my porch, watching the stars, and realized peace doesn't come from forgiveness. Sometimes it comes from finally choosing yourself. They gave me $12. Now I own a $750,000 home. Tell me, would you let them back after that? They kicked me out with $12, now I'm the one closing the door. Subscribe for more stories that stay with you.